let's do something like those other YouTube channels do. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it like cut out for a second, and then we're gonna come back right in, and I'm gonna be like one of those other YouTubers that have like millions of views and subscribers, because for some reason this is what the YouTubers do, and it works. So get ready for this. I'm gonna hate my fucking self when I do this, but you know. So yeah. Hey everybody, it's me, fucking N.B.S.P. Here we are in fucking Trove to talk about the fact that finally they fixed fucking Monster Hunter World. It's been about 2 fucking weeks, but they finally fixed the fucking game, you know? We waited so fucking long, and you know, you'd think Capcom after 6 fucking months would be right on top of it, but nope, they dropped the fucking ball and didn't even do it right. Okay, I can't do this. I fucking hate myself. Yeah, getting back on fucking topic. You know, this is probably a pretty out there game for me to be playing, I guess, you know. I mean, I usually don't play Minecraft-y type things on my channel, but, you know, this is a laid-back Minecraft with classes. So, you know, it's pretty damn fun if you haven't played Trove, but I'm not here for Trove. Yeah, I'm not playing Monster Hunter World either. It has absolutely nothing to do with anything being broken. So, yeah, that video is irrelevant now. If you want to get the game, I'd say get it now. For as far as I know, everything's working. The biggest issue I think that it has is the fact that... Okay, I don't know, it still has it down there, the present. The fact that, what's it called? I think, like, everybody's high-ass level, you know? I think people are already extremely high level. And due to that fact, most people don't really... I'm trying to think of what it is. Due to the fact that so many people have already beat the game and are extremely high level, there's not much multiplayer for people who are low level, and I've been waiting for my friend to advance in the game, so now I'm at a point where there rarely are multiplayer quests for low level ranks, you know? The quests that I do find most of the time are extremely high level, and if I do find any for low level, it's few in between, and I'm fighting the Puka Puka, I think it's called, repeatedly, and the bat, that white bat with the puffy neck. Those are mainly the 2 things I can find games for. Everything else is a higher rank. I've tried specific searches. It always comes up with too high of a rank, and that's specifically because I've been waiting for my friend, and now I've been left behind. So if you are new and coming into the game, you may have trouble finding if you want to do it for like multiplayer, let's say you want to like fuck around a lot and just play multiplayer, like you specifically like playing multiplayer matches, you know, if that's what you're looking for, you're not going to find that until you're in a higher rank in the game now, because everybody's like a high rank. I believe the player population has gone down as well. You know, the fact that they fucked up the way they did already has left a bad taste in a lot of people's...
Hey, you!
Huh?
Have you ever been in church and had a hankering for an anonymous blowjob? Well, now you can get one with Hopco's Mobile Glory Hole, the glow hole to go. It works anywhere. At a job interview, your wife's funeral, next to a playground, on trial for indecent exposure, anywhere. Comes in 3 sizes, white, black, and Tucker Carlson. Act now, and your first orgasm is on me.
Yeah, the fact that they, the fact that they did what they did, I think, kind of left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, you know, and it kind of did the same with me, where it's like, even when I do play the game, I am enjoying it, I am having fun, it is a good fucking game, you know, but at the same time, I still can't stop thinking about the fact that it launched with a broken-ass multiplayer after being delayed for PC for 6 to 7 months. I believe it was 6, but people are saying 7, so, you know, when I looked it up, it looked closer to 6, and it was just a quick search, and it looked like 6 months, so, you know, it launched with a broken-ass multiplayer, and then it took about 2 weeks for them to patch that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are pissed still about the fact that they did that, and you know, my thing is, if I could have gotten a refund, I probably would not have bought the game again, because I really don't play it much anymore. And when I do play it, like I said, finding matches are far and in between. That's the sad fact about it. It's not a bad game, though. Don't get me wrong, and don't just start smashing the dislikes because you think I'm saying it's a bad game and you should not buy it. No. It's a pretty good fucking game, and, you know, if you like fighting monsters, giant monsters, with weapons, or, you know, if you know what Monster Hunter is, it's worth it now, I'd say, because they fixed the multiplayer. I don't know about all the other bugs and glitches. There's one other bug I've heard of where, when you beat the game, your save file can get corrupted. I don't know if they fixed it yet or not. Look it up on the Reddit. There's a Reddit about it. I mean, people have been keeping up with it on Reddit from what I hear. I don't know, you know. Other things I want to talk about is this whole SJW bullshit is getting out of fucking hand. And, you know, I don't know, I've said I try not to get political, but I've gotten political several times now, and I try not to get into this SJW bullshit, but, you know, like, can you guys stop? Can you stay the fuck out of games, please? Like, seriously, you social justice warriors, go back to fucking Facebook and YouTube comment sections. Please, for the love of fucking Christ, go back to Twitter. Just get the fuck out of gaming, because these game companies that are pandering to bullshit are, like, you know, the sales. You look at the sales for fucking Battlefield. Look at the sales numbers for the pre-orders, and, you know, the fucking predicted sales for that shit. They delayed it, and they think that's gonna fix it. They think, you know, they seriously think the fact that all these other games are launching in between Battlefield is what's affecting it so bad. No, you guys kind of fucked up when you did what you did, and, you know, I don't want to get into the whole SJW debate and blah blah blah, and the fact that people are attacking fucking, you know, I find it hilarious, the fact that people are fucking attacking Angry Joe. Let's bring that up. People are attacking Angry Joe for what he said, and I watched what he said, and honestly, it kind of is pretty damn true. I mean, you know, like, we really don't know how the game will do till it's out, but from what I see, I'm not getting it to stay away from all that SJW crap. That's the main thing. Like, if you guys think that that stuff's not going to be brought up in the game, like, oh my god, you got another thing coming. Like, Jesus Christ. It's bad. It's bad. I had a like, you know, now I'm starting to see people coming into video games preaching about Jesus, and I don't know what the fuck if that's gonna start becoming a big thing too, but you know, I don't follow that religion, and I have nothing against it. I feel like people should be able to follow whatever they want to believe in, you know, I don't care. I'm not gonna preach to you my beliefs or try to push them on you. Matter of fact, I don't even bring up my beliefs. I try not to, because, you know, if people don't, like, believe in what I believe in, I don't feel like I should be telling them about my religious beliefs, you know? But literally, I had a guy come up to me in, what the fuck was it? And no, he wasn't trolling, because eventually he blocked me because I kept telling him, you know, other people don't like follow Jesus, you know? It's, you can't, like, please, I literally told him, can you not do that in video games? Please? Like, seriously? Can you not? Like, seriously. It's like the SJW crap. Can you not? Please? Can you not? This, like, video games are supposed to be an escape from this shit, and what are we getting? We're getting that shit in video games now. Like, there is no fucking escape. There's no escape from the monetization bullshit.
We joke about this, kids, but remember, never put your eyeball directly on a booty hole.
Back when video games were fucking split screen, Xbox, and we had a reason to buy your goddamn console because you had some of the best games that were split screen Xbox. Yes, I'm yelling at Xbox too now because I'm pretty pissed, you know. I have a PS4 and I used to be Team Xbox back when the 360 was around. Hell, I like the original Xbox. There were some great games on the original Xbox. I can't even remember the game with the weasels that I loved that was on the fucking Xbox, but, you know, there was that. I think it was also on PlayStation, but either way, Halo. Split screen Halo. The old school Call of Duty's split screen with your friends playing. None of the bullshit that Call of Duty is now. None of this microtransaction bullshit. It was all about getting together with your friends and having fun. And if you did go online, it was about having fun and calling each other faggots, because that's what you fucking do in gaming. You call each other a faggot because you know that it's not deliberately trying to hurt somebody's feelings. Like, when did we become such soft-ass pussies in gaming? Can I say that right the fuck now? When did that happen? And I know it's funny for me to be saying this while playing Trove of all fucking games. That's like me saying this while playing Minecraft. But seriously, I needed a laid-back game that was just, you know, I could fucking chill. And there's some asshole in DC Universe who keeps throwing fucking meteors to knock everyone around so you can't stand in front of the fucking, what's it called, MPD, you know? You know how everybody gathers outside of fucking Little Bohemia if you play DC Universe? That's like the spot to chill at. I would hang out there and do this video, but there's some asshole there who keeps throwing meteors at everybody, so I have to fucking keep dodging him to fucking, you know, not have to deal with his bullshit. But, you know, aside from that, I also thought about the fact that there's constantly PvP going on around that area, sound effects, blah blah blah. Probably won't be able to hear me whatsoever, if you can, above this music. And I could go into the microtransactions and loot boxes, blah 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 in this game, but it's free to play, so I'm giving it a pass, you know? Oh my god, you know what I almost forgot? The Division 2.
This is gonna be the best day off ever.
Yeah, but what are we gonna do? I want to see something new today.
Is that guy sucking his own dick?
Yeah, all Tesla drivers suck their own dicks. That's why the cars come with autopilot. I guess they're still working the bugs out, huh?
Why not talk about that? You know, my predictions for the Division 2 is that they're gonna delay the game in order to fix all the bullshit that they're doing because they're turning it into a mobile game. In case you guys aren't noticing, or haven't noticed yet, mobile gaming is coming to the AAA market. Thank you. I'd like to personally thank all of the fuckheads who have defended microtransactions, loot boxes, and even Capcom when they fucked up with their fucking, like, you know how this whole video, matter of fact, the whole premise of this video is the fact that Capcom fucked up their multiplayer on a port that they delayed for PC for 6 months because they wanted to get everything right, and they fixed it, and you should get the game now if you want to. But the fact that people were defending that shit is also part of the reason why mobile gaming is coming to fucking AAA. Trust me, it's coming. The Division 2, if they do not draw back the shit that we're hearing about it right now, get ready for mobile gaming and AAA. And I guarantee there are probably already fucking games with AAA bullshit, mobile gaming, blah blah blah, you know. Either way, they said you'd get the fucking DLCs for free. You're not getting all the DLCs for free. And that, you know, the DLCs for free was supposed to be the excuse to microtransaction the fuck out of the game. They're doing that as well. Fuck you. Give them money. See, they don't just want to take the cake and eat it too. They want to take the cake and fuck the living shit out of it. I don't know how many times I've fucking said that, but that is what they're doing with the Division 2. They are taking their cake and fucking it silly. They are fucking it so much that there's icing flying everywhere. It's on the goddamn ceiling, the walls, the floor. It's everywhere. It looks like fucking Stan's dad when he said it's a ghost, ectoplasm. I don't have any fucking clips of that. I'm too lazy to grab clips of that. I have a bunch of clips of fucking, what's it called? A show from Netflix, but since Netflix isn't sponsoring me, I'm gonna throw a few songs in here at the end to get copyright claims, and also to, what is it? Multiple copyright claims, that way nobody gets no fucking money, you know?
I just wanna stay and lose myself tonight. I'm drifting away through the flashing lights. I just wanna stay out here alone. I can dance on my own. Yeah, I can't wait no more. I'm drifting away. What you waiting for? I just wanna stay out here alone. We can dance on our own. Take me where the stars run free. Spin me.
That's the main thing. But, my other thing is, I'd also like to give Capcom some props. I don't know if recently they have been stepping up their YouTube game when it comes to copywriting, because recently I've been noticing a lot of the games from Capcom that they've been, or have copyrighted for literally no reason other than the fact that it had video footage of the video game. They've removed a lot of them for some reason. I don't know why, but they've removed a lot of them. I don't want to jinx it, and, you know, further down the line, maybe they'll come back, maybe they'll start copyright claiming them again when I post Capcom related content. I mean, even when I'm talking bad about them, they're not copyright claiming it. And maybe it's the fact that I don't monetize. They've probably realized that that has no effect on me, like some other YouTubers. That's another thing. See, a lot of these YouTubers, demonetization has a huge effect on them. But me, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm not making a single penny off of this. I'm just another person who wants to enjoy my video games without getting fucked in the ass. You know? That's the only way to say it. I just want to play a game without it being like, oh, hey, you could spend 20 frickin' hours grinding or pay $5 or $10. Or better yet, you could spend a fucking week grinding. And you know, I don't have a problem with that in free-to-play. That's my main thing. In a free-to-play game, I completely understand them doing that. And you know, I don't feel bad when I pay a free-to-play game money, because they gave me a game for free, number one. If the game's good, they deserve a little bit of money. They gotta get their return. They're probably already making their return. Probably like way more than what their mate supposedly way more than the return they wanted, you know. They're probably already making way more. But still, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, it's a decent enough game. I enjoy playing it. I'll drop some cash in here. DC Universe is one of those free-to-play games I've played for, like, ever. And I've loved that game forever. Like, honestly, I'd like to bring up this. Why the fuck do we not have more games like that? Why don't we have another game like that? It doesn't even need to be an MMO. It just needs to be an open world game with unlimited customization and superpowers. Like, literally, a fucking shit ton of superpowers. It could be in the DC universe or the Marvel universe. Or it could be a crossbreed. I don't fucking give a flying fuck. All I care about is getting a new fucking open world superhero game where I can have super speed or fly or whatever, you know? I just want that shit. I'm pretty sure a lot of people want that shit. Because if I'm correct, Champions Online was the old, extremely amazing one. That was apparently like the best hero game with the best customization, whatever, blah, 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 from what I heard, but it's shut down. There was also, Heroes or something online, some crap like that, but from what I hear, that has been fucked silly with microtransactions to the point that you can't even excuse it for free-to-play. And, you know, sometimes that's an issue. They fuck the game silly with microtransactions, so you can't excuse the free-to-play aspect. And you know, this game has been fucked silly somewhat because I've played it since it hit Steam, or at least since I started using Steam way back in the day when there really wasn't much on Steam before, you know, back when Steam was barely anything and it had a few games. Not a few, but it had like a good amount of games. It didn't have that many offside bullshit games. Let's put it like that. There was no such thing as Steam Greenlight yet. And, you know, when Trove came to Steam, I'm pretty sure I got it when it came to Steam. I can't remember if it was there when I was originally downloading free-to-play games or if it was added later. Because I know for a fact it was not on Steam when it was originally released. Or maybe it was on Steam, I don't fucking know. I really don't know the history of Trove outside of when I started playing it. And since then, it's been turned into a grind fest and a microtransaction machine. But, you know, I mean, it's free to play. It's not a horrible game, and I can somewhat excuse it because the microtransactions aren't that bad. And you know, you're getting what you pay for. If you want to buy loot boxes, you can, or you could just directly buy what you want, I guess. I don't know. I'm really not a huge Trove person. Like, there's a lot to this game, and I understand that, and from what I understand also, it takes a lot of time to understand and learn it, blah blah blah, you know? outside of building a nice-ass house, that's my main thing. I like building houses in this game. Like, you know, I'm not much of a... I don't know. The dungeons and shit are fun. I mean, I don't know if you guys don't know about troves and the dungeons and shit. Let me know if you want to see that. This video is not about trove, it's about the fact that they finally fixed that fucking game, and, you know, I wanted to, fucking say that, and just get the fact that it's fixed, and, you know, if you want to get it, now's the fucking time, I guess. I mean, it's up to you, really. It's like, it's not really much of a reason to say it's not ready. I mean, I don't know. It's a good game. It's a really good fucking game. The only issue is it's a fucking shame that it was, like, launched like that. Because honestly, I feel like if that game was launched with no problems, like if they really did what they said they were gonna fucking do, that's the main thing, there would have been no problem. There would have been absolutely no problem whatsoever, and everybody would have been happy. Or at least the majority would have been happy. There's still going to be those small number of people who just hate the game for no fucking reason other than the fact that they don't like anything about it, you know? And I guess that's opinion. Some people are like that, and you can't really... Or today, in today's gaming culture, what we do is we shun them and do whatever it is possible to make everything inconvenient as possible for them, and make it, like, be as much of an asshole as possible as you can to them because they don't like the video game that you like. That's what you're supposed to do in today's culture, because that's totally fucking normal, you know? That's the sign of a normal mental brain right there. That's what a normal sane person does, is attack people because they don't enjoy the video game that you enjoyed, or they didn't enjoy it a way that you enjoyed it. I don't fucking know. Yeah, the gaming culture has pretty much turned into fucking everything else. That's the best way to put it. It's like all the other shit culture that people used to go to gaming to escape. And that was what I used gaming for. It was to escape all of the bullshit. It's like, you know, you go to school and you have to deal with all the idiots and the fucking retards, and you have to hear the pop music, and then you hear the fucking girls singing this shitty pop music, you know, that type of shit. And then you fucking constantly have fucking bullshit to deal with, shitty teachers, fucking homework, or any of that crap. I mean, I'm happy I grew up in a time before microtransactions became such a shitstorm, because if that shit, like, if gaming was what it is now, when I was in, like, let's say, middle school, or before that, you know, because, like, what was it? I mean, I've been playing since fucking Atari, you know, and it's just like, Atari's before my time, but that was the only thing my daycare had, was an Atari and Pong on the fucking old school black and white computer. That's how far back it went. And I've played NES, I own N64, GameCube, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, blah blah blah, I've gone down the list. But you know, if gaming was what it was when I was in school, probably all the way... I'm trying to think if it turned into that when I was in high school, because, like, I can't remember now if high school was the time when gaming started turning into this microtransaction shit, because I think I finished high school before all this shit went down, you know? Or at least before gaming completely went to shit. And honestly, that's the thing, like, literally, when everything closed in my town, or at least when my city started becoming assholes and deciding that everybody under the age of 18 is not allowed to have fun outside of family environments, you know, and they literally did that and shut down everything in my city, so you had to go to the next cities over in order to do anything, and, you know, that requires money. that requires gas, and that was the big issue that started to become a problem. My gas, it started costing a lot of money in fucking gas to constantly go to the next city over to do shit, you know, or go to any parties or anything, because my city would shut all of them down constantly. Like, no matter what the fuck you would do, they would get shut down, and it sucks. It literally fucking sucks. My city literally shut down everything for people under the age of 18 and up, and I think it's now at a point of 21 and up, because mostly all there really is to do outside of going to the beach, or I guess walking at a park, or going to a restaurant to eat, is going to a bar. It's all there is in my city, because this is like a retirement area. Like, my whole city is pretty much like retirement area. You know, the next city is over, or where everything is. It's like, I live in the old people city, which sucks ass, because they fucking hate anything that's fun. And they literally will do anything to shut it down, it seems, you know? Because clubs turned to a point where it was like, first it could be all ages, but you know, there were certain rules they had to have. Nope, not allowed to do that anymore. Then it had to be 18 and up. Nope, not allowed to do that anymore. 21 and up. Nope, not allowed to do that anymore. You're allowed to do bars and shit, but you can't, like, turn it into a party/club event type thing. You know, you could have, like, a gathering at a club for a game to watch football with a bunch of fucking people and have music and entertainment, but you can't do light shows, dark, and party. Unless it's 30 and up. You gotta be 30 and up to do that now in my fucking city. I fucking hate it. Like, seriously, I've got another 5 years before I can go clubbing now in my city. Unless I want to spend money on gas, because all the clubs are far as shit now. Literally, all the close clubs. There was one other club that was close to me, and it was like the city, like 1 or 2 cities over. It's closed. It also closed. But everything else now is in, like, far as fuck away, you know. I don't want to fucking give my locations out over this bullshit. Either way, that's the issue here. Like, there's no fucking anything. I'm starting to, like, play less and less AAA games and enjoy more and more free-to-play. I've been playing Trove. Like, what is that? The only game I'm excited for is Cyberpunk. Everything else, all I can see is microtransaction fuckfest machines. And you know, Cyberpunk, if they did put microtransactions, I could at least bet they'll do it right and do it in a way that you can choose what you fucking want, you know? Like, it'll be all cosmetic, choose what you want type stuff, you know? I at least trust CD Projekt Red. They said they're not going to, but I don't believe companies anymore with that shit. You know, you can't believe anything. Don't believe anything the Division says, by the way. You shouldn't believe them after Division 1 when they said they wouldn't add microtransactions, and they did. So, you know, get ready to buy storage space, fuckface. Because that's happening in the Division 2. If you don't already know, I'm pretty sure everybody already knows, but yeah, you're gonna have to pay for extra storage space in the Division 2. Go fuck yourself.
Mama Luigi!
Like, seriously. I'm not buying the Division 2. You know, and I'm pissed. I was looking forward to the Division 2. I actually wanted to play the Division 2. But now that I hear it's going to be a mobile game, there's no fucking way I'm supporting that. And the sad part is there's going to be a good enough amount of whales that are going to support it. And that's the issue. Gaming is turning into an elitist thing, where only the richest people can enjoy it to its fullest extent. The people with the most money can enjoy it to its fullest extent. That's like the main thing. It's turning into a thing where it's like, unless you are rich, there's no way you're enjoying our game. You can get the shell of the game and, like, you know, play a little bit of it, blah blah blah, and you can grind for hours if you'd like to do that. Or you could just buy it. You can just pay for it. Who needs cheat codes? What are cheat codes? Cheat codes? That doesn't make sense. Shut up. That's not a real thing, cheat codes. Console commands? No, that's not a real... Shh. It's not a real thing either. Cheat codes aren't a real thing either. It's player choice is what it is. It's player choice to have to grind hours upon hours for something that, you know, you wouldn't have to grind hours and hours for. It's player choice that you do not own Destiny 2. It's player choice that the shaders in Destiny 2 were changed to one-time use. That was player choice. In action. And I know I'm rambling and ranting and blah blah blah. I was supposed to do the fucking second part to the, you know, do not own, but I'm getting really lazy. That's one thing, you know. The game industry is just becoming garbage, and I'm kind of looking at it like, why should I put in too much effort for Destiny? I really don't give two fucks about Forsaken. I'm not buying it. I'm not giving them more fucking money. Maybe when it's on sale, you know, for like $10, I'll get it. If I can get everything for $10, because I know you have to buy a deluxe, not deluxe edition, what was Access Pass, that bullshit, in order to get the full experience, which I believe, if I'm correct, the total is about $80. I haven't looked at it in a long time, but yeah, $80 Access Pass for the full experience of the game. Go fuck yourself, because, you know, we didn't already spend enough fucking money on the game. We didn't already spend enough money on the other DLCs that were shit. We didn't already spend enough money on the microtransactions for you out there who actually buy that shit. Yeah, because they didn't get enough fucking money already. They really have not gotten enough goddamn money over at the Division. You know, over at Bungie. They really haven't gotten enough fucking money yet with fucking Destiny 2 that they really need us to pay for another fucking DLC that they want like $80 for the full fucking thing. Like, even $40 or $30, whatever. I don't want to spend more money on a game that they fucked up, you know? Like, that's the thing. We're paying them to fix it. I know they're saying that updates, quality of life, I fucking hate that PR bullshit. Updates are not gonna be locked behind the fucking DLC, but like it or not, the whole DLC is pretty much fixing the game. They're adding the missing content that's been missing from the game. That game has so little content. That's the biggest problem, and those other DLCs didn't add much at all. So, you know, the fact that they're adding more content and wanting you to pay for it is not technically really fixing the fucking game. They're not, like, they're making you pay to fix it. Also, I'd like to bring this up because I feel like no one else has noticed this. The Division2 Forsaken is cut content from Destiny 1. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I remember the footage in the trailers of some of the shit from Forsaken. I 100% remember the footage from some of that in the trailers, and that shit never happening in Destiny 1. There were, like, I don't know if you guys remember those scenes with what's-his-face, who apparently kills Cade. I mean, I guess, I don't know if it's spoilers at this point. They've made it pretty obvious that he kills Cade. But do you guys remember the scenes that they had in the trailers or previews or up to before Destiny was released, footage of him holding the gun like that in that exact same situation, blah blah blah? Nobody else remembers that? Am I the only one? I'm telling you right now, Destiny Forsaken is cut content from Destiny 1. Not only are they making you pay for them to fix their fucking game, they're making you buy shit that they cut from their first game. So God only knows, due to the fact that Destiny 2 is missing so much fucking content, and that so much content has been brought over from Destiny 1, I can only fucking ask, since we already know they're in the works of a Destiny 2, and I know I'm rambling and I'm off topic at this point. You can leave if, you want to. How much fucking content from Destiny 2 is missing and already held off for Destiny 3? That's my hugest question right there. How much content did they remove from Destiny 2 that's made Destiny 2 such a barren game, once you do everything, which really doesn't take too long. I mean, it's a grind, but it's not that long of a grind. There's only several things you can't do unless you have a good amount of friends. That's the best way to put it, which is like the Leviathan raid. I've never successfully been able to do the Leviathan raid because I've never been able to get a team together that works. I could go down the list of reasons why the app doesn't help. I don't feel like doing that again. I don't feel like trying to use the app again, especially with all the bullshit I dealt with last time. No. I literally didn't want to use the app because it was bullshit the first time I tried using it to get teams for Leviathan raid on Destiny 2. And that was before the first DLC launched. So, after both DLCs launched, I hated myself and I was like, fuck it. I want to do the goddamn Leviathan raids. My gear is as high as I can fucking get it. Like, I'm not getting any more better gear unless it's like the weekly shit. And even then, sometimes it doesn't give me anything better. Like, that's the best part. Sometimes it'll be like those weekly bonus bullshits you do for the stronger gear. Sometimes I'll get completely nothing stronger than what I have. And it's just like, oh, awesome. Thanks for wasting my time. Guess I won't touch the game again for a week. Because that's what it turns into. I don't play, like, I'd play the game for the weekly bullshit. And then I wouldn't really touch it until I get back to my weekly bullshit then. But I don't know, man. I really don't fucking know. I've lost all hope in that game, honestly. And the only way I could see myself ever getting Forsaken is if it gets extremely cheap or just as free, like, there's no fucking way I'm paying more money for that. Like, that's my main thing. I honestly rather find a good free-to-play game and drop some money into that. That's literally how I've been feeling lately about a lot of these games. If I'm gonna have microtransactions jammed in my face constantly, let it be free to play. If I'm gonna have loot boxes jammed in my face constantly, let it be free to play. If they're gonna chase the fucking Battle Royale trend that is Battle Royale, I'm guessing this is Battle Royale. I fucking hope to Christ it's not. I'm never gonna even attempt to find out. But, let it be free to play. I can at least excuse it because it's fucking free to play, and with the way the fucking AAA market is, the AAA market, the way they fucking fuck the crap out of their games with microtransactions now, literally has me worried for any games releasing. Like, with all the news that we're getting with the Division, and the way that the fact that betas have stopped being a thing that was free. You know, it was a thing where it was like, you can test out the game, play it, see if you like it, blah, blah, blah. And that was my favorite thing about the beta. Like, you know, I kind of wanted to take part in the Division2 beta, because I was part of the Division1 beta. And, you know, one of the main reasons I loved the Division, and I knew I wanted it when it first came out, was because I played the beta and enjoyed it. And, you know, it was pretty fucking fun. It was decent enough for what it was. But, what do you know? Betas now aren't betas anymore. They're early access. It's not beta. We gotta stop calling it betas. Or at least corporations gotta stop calling it fucking betas. Because we don't have betas of games anymore. You pre-order the game and you get early access to it. No one else does if they didn't pre-order. That's what it's turned into. And it's a fucking shame. You know, it's a goddamn fucking shame. And literally, I wish beta testing would go back to what it originally was, where it was the company testing their games to make sure that they were perfect and fixed for release, you know? And there were those companies you could tell that didn't beta test their games. You know, see, I remember back in the day when you could tell if a company beta tested their games or not. You could, like, remember when they used to have beta testers and they would pay people to beta test games? Like, the companies would literally bring people in to do that, and that was a legitimate job in the industry, not a fucking joke that they use to boost pre-order sales now, you know? Because that's what that fucking is. It's just to boost fucking pre-order sales. It has absolutely nothing to do with fucking giving you a nice experience, or whatever way they want to word it to try and make you feel fucking special about yourself. No. You fucking rich piece of shit who doesn't give a flying fuck about anyone else. And you know, this is the thing that I want to say. I mean, right now I'm in a point where I have money to blow, and I can buy microtransactions here and there if I want to, or games here and there if I want to, or if a $60 game comes out, I can have money set aside, you know? Like, if I know a game's coming out, I set money aside for it, so I'll have it when it comes out, you know? I'm there. If I wanted to buy a new game now, I could, but there's nothing I want to play. You know, that's my main thing. A lot of games I don't want to fucking touch because of the microtransactions. There's games I own that I don't want to touch anymore because they've added microtransactions. That's the worst part. And lately it's been like, I've just been playing free-to-play stuff. Like, you know, I played Skyrim a lot, but that's mostly because I modded the fuck out of it. But, I don't know, I've been getting drawn to free-to-play games lately more and more than I have, like, anything else. I've tried to play The Sims a few times, but I don't want to pay EA anymore for stuff for the goddamn Sims, you know, and it's been like that since Sims 3, I guess, but they're taking it to another level when it comes to The Sims 4. I mean, I know there's a bunch of games coming out. Wait, is it September yet? Yeah, it's September 4th, so there's a bunch of games supposed to be coming out this month, I think. If I'm correct. But the only game I really give a shit about is Cyberpunk. So, you know. Like, it's like until that comes out. I mean, Red Dead Redemption, maybe. But I don't know if that's going to be on PC. Haven't really looked into it because I don't want to see anything, you know. That's one of those games. Like, I watched part of this Cyberpunk gameplay reveal just because, you know, I wanted to see, like, what it's going to be like. And I kind of hate myself already for doing that because now I know somewhat of what it's going to be like, and I don't like doing that for games that I really want to play. I try to look at as little as possible when it comes to, like, gameplay and shit. Usually I want to at least, like, I want to hear somebody's words on it, but I don't want to, like, watch their gameplay. And usually I try to avoid spoilers, or, you know, if they don't spoil anything. But sometimes, you know, I listen to the spoilers because if the game has an extremely shitty ending, you know, I want to hear it before I get it. That's the best way to put it. I don't fucking know. I'm rambling. Yeah, I'm a fuck off. I don't know why the fuck I'm rambling so much.
Why can't I fucking die?
Take your mask off, Wade. We must talk. You need fresh start.
Oh.
With training, you can be X-Men.
You're wasting your time, Shiny Jesus. I'm not X-Man material.
Understatement of the year. Wade, Yukio. Yukio, Wade.
What in the fuck knuckles is this?
She's my girlfriend, you intolerant shit.
Whoa! Pump the hate brakes, Fox and friends.